Hello my dear students, welcome to SRICC English tutorial. Today I'll continue with Julius Caesar explanation Act 3 Scene 2 Part 3. In Part 2, that is my last video, I have stopped where Antony was attending funeral speech of Caesar and he has brought Caesar's will, and the citizens they all are shouting that Antony should read the will to them. Now citizens, will hear Caesar's will. They all want to hear what Caesar has written in the will. Now Antony says, "Have patience, gentle friends. I must not read it. I'm not supposed to read it. Why? Because it is not meet. It is not meet. It is not right. You to know Caesar loved you. Why? Because once you come to know that how much Caesar loved you, once I read the will and you come to know that how much Caesar loved you, you are not wood, you are not stones. That means you are not inanimate objects, you are not without feelings, without emotion. What will happen but men? Men means human being, and being men and being human being, hearing the will of Caesar, it will inflame you, it will make you angry, it will fill up you with emotion, you will become emotional, it will make you mad, it will make you mad with anger. When you come to know that what Brutus and Cassius, how much wrong they have done to Caesar, and Caesar was such a person who loved Rome and Romans, then you will become mad. 'Tis good you know not that you are his heirs. Heirs, you, Caesar has left everything to the Romans. Caesar did not have any children. For if you should, oh, what would come of it? What would come of it? And he says, oh means he's afraid. For if you should come to know that you are the heir of Caesar, oh, what would come of it? What would come of it? What would the consequence? What you will do, God knows, once you come to know how much Caesar loved you. Fourth, plebeian. Plebeian means citizen. Read the will hear it, Antony. You shall read it to us, Caesar's will. So he said, you should read. We should know the truth that is written in Caesar's will. Antony, will you be patient? Will you stay a while? Stay a while, wait a while. I have overshot myself to tell of you. So I have overshot, I have gone too far. Actually, I am not allowed to do it. Brutus have not given me this permission. I have still gone so far to mention the will, to show you the will, and now reading it. Reading it is beyond Brutus's permission. To tell you of it. I fear I wrong the honorable men. I wrong the honorable men, I am doing injustice to them. Whose daggers have stabbed Caesar, I do fear it. Those who have killed Caesar, I too am afraid of it when they come to know that I have read the will to you. What will they do with me? Because they have not given me permission to read the will to the citizens. They have only permitted me to deliver the funeral speech. Fourth citizen, they were traitors, honorable men. Now all of a sudden, this citizen cried out that they are traitors, citizens. The will, the testament, the document, we want to hear it. They were villains, murderers. The will, read the will. The citizens are now constantly, they are constantly, pressurizing now, and they want to know, they're forcing Antony to read the will, to read the will. Antony, oh, you compel me. When you are forcing me, then to read the will, then make a ring about the corpse of Caesar. Okay, fine. When you want to hear the will, first you surround the dead body of Caesar, make a round circle around the Caesar's dead body. First you look and let me show you him that made the will. Show you him, his dead body. Look, have a look at the dead body. Shall I descend? Shall I come down from the pulpit, from the stage? And will you give me leave? Will you give me permission to come down off the stage and show you the dead body of Caesar? All the citizens, they say, come down. Now you will, third plebeian, you shall leave. You shall leave. You shall come down. Fourth plebeian. And Antony comes down from the platform. The fourth plebeian. A ring, stand round. That means form a ring. Form a ring and stand round. Second plebeian, descend. Third plebeian, you shall leave. Fourth plebeian, a ring, stand round. First plebeian, stand from the here. Stand here means dead body of Caesar. Stand a bit away from dead body of Caesar. Then second plebeian, room for Antony, make space, give Antony space, most noble Antony. Antony will now come down and come near Caesar's dead body, so give him some space. Antony, nay, press not so upon me. He says, don't press me so. Citizens, stand back, room, beer back. So go and stand bit far away. Citizens, they are all crowding and they want all come near Caesar's dead body. So they are too much crowding near or pressing each other. Now Antony's speech begins. If you have tears, prepare to shed them now. If your heart is too full to see Caesar's dead body, then if you it will bring tear to your eyes and you be ready to shed them. You all do know this mantle, the dress which Caesar used to wear. I remember the first time ever Caesar put it on. This dress I remember when he first put it on. It was on a summer evening in his tent. That day he overcame the Nervi. Nervi is the place he fought with this. Okay, Nervi is the warlike, they are tribes. Nervi are tribes, Gallic tribes, and Caesar has defeated them in a battle. At that time, when they all were rejoicing in the tent, it was a evening, summer evening, they were victorious. So at that time, all were enjoying, rejoicing at the victory. And then this dress was worn by Caesar. Look, in this place ran Cassius's dagger through. And he shows the place where Cassius has plunged his dagger into Caesar's body. Antony continues, see what a rent the envious Casca made. Rent means rip, a cut. The envious Casca made. Through this, the well beloved Brutus stabbed. He is showing each and every part of Caesar's body where the conspirators have stabbed. Cassius stabbed, Casca stabbed, Brutus stabbed. And as he plucked his cursed steel away, mark how the blood of Caesar flowed it. And when Caesar Brutus has stabbed and Brutus plucked his sword away, then how the blood of Caesar has flowed out of his body, as rushing out of doors to be resolved, to be assured, if so unkindly knocked or not, unkindly knocked, cruelly stabbed or not by his favorite, as if the blood is flowing down to know whether Brutus has really stabbed him or not. For Brutus, as you know, was Caesar's angel. Angel here means favorite. Favorite, he was so shocked that even his blood could not believe that that Brutus has stabbed him. Antony continues, judge, O you gods. So he addresses gods and says, you be judge how dearly Caesar loved him. Caesar loved Brutus very dearly, and this was the most unkindest cut of all. The person whom Caesar loved dearly has given him the most deepest wound by the dagger. For when the noble Caesar saw him stab in gratitude, Caesar was shocked by the betrayal of Brutus. When all the conspirators stabbed him, he took it bravely. But when he saw his favorite, his closest, his nearest loved one, Brutus, stabbed him, that ingratitude, here ingratitude means that betrayal, was more stronger than traitors' arms. Other traitors who betrayed him, he was not, he was in pain. Definitely he was in pain, but he was not shocked. But Brutus's stabbing gave him a big shock of betrayal, quite vanquished him, and then he gave up. Then burst his mighty heart. Mighty heart, he had an heart attack. So before dying of wound, he died before of heart attack, seeing Brutus stabbing him. And in his mantle, muffling up his face, muffling means covering up his face, even at the base of Pompey's statue, and he fell. At the base means feet of Pompey's statue, which all the while ran blood. Great Caesar fell. Great Caesar fell, Caesar died, falling at the feet of Pompey's statue. Next, Antony continues, what a fall was there, my countrymen. Then I and you and all of us fell down. It was not only fall of Caesar. Caesar was man of Rome. Caesar was leader of Rome, a true leader. So when he fell, actually Rome fell. You and I, everyone fell. Whilst bloody treason flourished over us, and treachery, betrayal, conspirators flourished, they were victorious. They were the winners. Oh, now you weep. Now sees that the citizens round the Caesar's dead body are weeping. He says, you weep, and I perceive, I feel, I see that you feel the dint of pity, the pain. Dint means pain of pity. These are gracious drops, blood drops. Kind souls, he addresses to the citizens. What weep you when but behold our Caesar's vesture wounded? Vesture means the cloak. See how the cloak is filled with blood. Look here is himself marred. Marred means cut. You see with traitors. And then what he does? He lifts up the mantle, he moves the cloak. He moves the clothing of Caesar and now shows the real wound. Now shows the real body. Now he was showing the body of Caesar with the cloak or with the mantle or the covering on it. Now the actual wound is being exposed. Caesar's body is being exposed. Antony again continues. So here I stop, and this will be continued in my next video, part 4. If you have liked my video, please like, share and subscribe, and thanks for watching.